Hello there and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze River. Now, last time we managed to reach the publishing house that we've been travelling to for most of the game, and we're in search of the manuscript which inspired the story of, well, a locked room murder story which has the same kind of situation as our brother's murder. A little bit too close to be a coincidence. That's what we're thinking. So while we were searching for the manuscript, we ended up falling asleep, or Shen fell asleep, and found himself in the crime scene, basically with the police involved, and he had a chance to have a look at all the evidence, or we had a chance to look at all the evidence and try and piece together how the murder happened. Now, we managed to do all of that. The only thing we can't work out is how to guarantee that the knife stuck its landing, for want of a better word. And that's the only part of the case we don't know for sure. Well, we don't know any of it for sure, but we have suspicions. And we also don't know who did it. Obviously, that's the main thing that we need to know. So, after we woke up, we did actually find the manuscript in question, and then we have now left the publishing house, and we've gone to the author's house. In order to basically search for the author of the manuscript and to find out what he knows and everything like that. That's where we left off in the last episode. Now, I don't know whether this is the last case or not. I was imagining 5 cases, but I don't know whether there's a 6th case or whether it's a bonus case. Because I've had a quick look at the chapter and it says chapter 6, but I don't know. I don't know for certain. I didn't read into it, so I don't know whether chapter 6 is like an epilogue kind of thing, or whether, because I didn't read. I just asked how many chapters there were. So I don't know whether chapter 6 is an actual case or not, or if it even exists, to be fair. We're going to find out. So, after that little side tangent, please grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Murders at the Yangtze River. On the Yangtze River. I'm not starting again for that. We're just going to roll with it. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Right, guys. So here we are. We actually had already arrived at the address that was on the back of the manuscript. Now, obviously, this is very much not a house. So we're going to be having a bit of an explore around here. Me and Afu there. Lovely Afu. I like him. He's a good guy. So let's have a bit of a spy around. The right part of the couplet. The handwriting is already blurred. Continuing the familiar family line, fragrant for generations to come sincerely. Did you just read that? Do you have any information? No, we're not. Are we looking at the door? The wooden door at the entrance to the ancestral hall. The plaque on the door reads Deshun Zhao, morality, obedience, and filial piety. I should look that up, I don't know what filial piety is. Piety is. Filial. Shouldn't the door of the ancestral hall usually be in the centre? Why is it on the right side? Perhaps there are some feng shui considerations for this arrangement. What a coincidence. The door of the ancestral hall in the novel is also on the right side. That's actually good information. Let's have a look at the altar. Shen, is the large table in the middle of the altar? Yes. The stairwell on top is where the ancestral tablets are placed for worship. Let's have a look at the left couplet. I'm assuming it's that. The left part of a couplet, on which it is written, holding the candle, carrying on the ancestors' light, illuminating the virtue. We can clearly tell no one's been here in a long time. 2 fallen chairs. They don't seem to have anything special about them. Afu, have you noticed the Cassian above us? Or Kaison? Kaison above us? Kaison, yes, not Cassian. Kaison. Look up. This is a relatively rare octagonal Kaison. Almost identical to the description in the book. I looked up and saw the layers of vaults towering like the sky. The centre of the vault is a Tai Chi pattern. The 2 yin and yang fish seem to be alive. Those guys up there, that yin yang. Really, it is exactly like that. I don't like the ominous music as well. Could it be the case described in the novel actually occurred here? It's hard to say. Miss Wu once said that art originates from life. The author probably gained inspiration from here and incorporated it into the story. Mr. Liu also found this place through the description in the novel. It is highly possible. I'm sorry, I didn't read that as a question. I read that incorrectly. Shen, seems that there are words on this wooden board. There's a lot of dust on the wooden board. We need to wipe it off first. Oh. Music's gone. We're ready for a, not exactly a jump scare, but like a dum, kind of like. Do I have to, there we go. So do I have to stop thing? To know gratitude and pay gratitude. Oh, the plaque on the ceiling beam has fallen off. Underneath these 4 big characters are also a list of names. Bright Wu, William Wu, Robert Wu, Grace Wu. All surnamed Wu. It seems like this place is the Wu family's ancestral hall. Melissa Wu, Rentley Wu, Stone Wu. Stone Wu? Yet we know the Wus. Shen, is there something wrong with Stone Wu? We've heard him from the last case, didn't we? Yes. I have seen the name Stone Wu on your board. Oh, wait, it's not from the... we know the Wus. We know other Wus, but I don't know whether this is the same Wu family. It's one of the suspects in the case. Stone Wu. Is it him? The atmosphere here is so sinister. You two come in without permission. Be careful or you may face a bloody disaster. I don't know who this is. Oh, old man. Fortunately, you two are also fortunate to encounter me, Demigod Hishe. She? I don't know. Let me help you calculate how to avoid bad luck. What do you think? You're also an intruder here, aren't you? No, not at all. I'm very familiar with this place and know how to handle the situation. I know you're trying to trick us into fortune telling and make us pay, don't you? My friend, this is all about fate and destiny. Offer 5 copper coins and light a candle. Doing a small merit for this matter will suffice. Okay, Mr. Shea. I'm just going to call him Shea. That's probably butchering it. I apologise to the Chinese people who may be watching this. I apologise for butchering your language. I give you 10 coins. Sorry. Okay, Mr. Shea. I'll give you 10 coins, but you don't have to tell my fortune. May I know what you need? Consecration, rituals, dream interpretation, feng shui consultation? Just a couple of questions. Great. Feel free to ask your questions. Do you know the owner of this hall? Sure. He's Wu Qingming, head of the Wu family. I calculated the marital destiny for his grandsons. But they moved to Shanghai a few years ago. This ancestral hall has been abandoned ever since. Does the Wu family have anyone who is good at writing books? Most Wus are good at business, but the third grandson of Mr. Wu, Wu Sung Tao, is a scholar. But I heard that he went abroad for further studies. So, it is indeed him. What a coincidence. A month ago, a young lady came by and asked me the same question. Did the lady you mentioned have a round face, short hair, and wore black framed glasses? Yes, that's right. Oh, you know each other? Did she say anything else? She said she is editor at a publishing house. Wu Sung Tao submitted a book 7 years ago, and she thought it was written very well. 7 years ago? Yes, that's what she said. So, that's how it is. My friend, your forehead is darkened. You are in danger. Want me to teach you how to avoid it? Yes, leave this building right now. Whew. Yuck. Ugh. Chen, are you having a headache again? Shall I help you to rest? No rush. Let's first go back to the publishing house. I need to confirm some information. 4 hours later. Okay. Oh, we're back. We're moving as well. See that? We're moving. We're on a trip. Shen, are you really not going to rest for a while? My mind is in turmoil and I can't sleep either. Alright, I can't argue with you. Well, when that fortune teller mentioned 7 years ago, you seemed quite shocked, didn't you? Lope's book, The Confined Room Mystery, was published after my brother's murder case. I have always believed that the author of the book knows about the case. However, Death Under the Kaison was written 7 years ago, much earlier than my brother's case. That means the author of the novel may not necessarily be related to the crime. Instead, the real culprit might have imitated the novel when committing the crime. The culprit is someone who's read this novel. More accurately, it is someone who knows the content of the novel. This book was rejected and did not get published. In theory, when the case occurred, only the author, editor and transcriber knew about the book. Of course, it is also possible that the author may have shown the manuscript to other people. At the publishing house, we confirmed the editor and the transcriber had never travelled abroad. They also insisted that they had not mentioned the content of the book to anyone else. So the next step would be to confirm with the author. It seems that there's still a strong suspicion towards Stone Wu. But Stone had left London and returned to China the day before the case occurred. Wasn't a delay device discovered at the scene? That device could only delay the time for a dozen minutes, certainly not up to a day. Moreover, on the morning of the case, many people had seen my brother. The alibi of Stone Wu must have been forged. Actually, after I came back from London, I went to Shanghai to meet with Stone. He seemed perfectly fine and even presented his ship ticket and departure records as evidence. The documents indeed appeared to be genuine. Over the years, I have speculated on the possibility of Stone Wu being the culprit, but I haven't found any loopholes or inconsistencies. Indeed, if Stone is truly the culprit, how did he manage to do it? Nevertheless, we should go to Shanghai and ask him in person about this book. Absolutely. Feels like we're getting closer and closer to the truth. Shen Chongping recently went to Yangtze and found a manuscript in the publishing house. I'm reading that in a shady tone because this looks like a shady kind of deal. A manuscript. It kind of looks a little bit like Edgeworth. I'm not going to lie. That kind of looks like Miles Edgeworth from Phoenix Wright. It's probably not him. Most definitely not him, probably. It's said to be a novel, and Shen Chongping believes it's related to Stone Wu. He's on his way to Shanghai, probably find Stone Wu. I see. That's a beautiful picture. That's really nice. That's really pretty. So, I guess that's the end of case 5. Chapter 5. Are we going into chapter 6? Is this our last case? Again, I have no idea what that says. I should probably get them translated. Probably. I might take a screenshot. I might go back and take screenshots of them, and we'll get good old AI to translate it for us. It's getting late. They're closing soon. Let's hurry and go to Stone Wu's foreign goods store. Oh, we're actually in control. There are more cars on the street. Chen, do you know what time I like the most here? In the evening, because there's electricity. So, guess what I want to do the most in Shanghai? Try the brand new tram. Chen, you truly know me. Since 1882, this has to be the place. Huh. Is that Mr. Joseph over there? I'm gonna call it again. It's him. He was the shady character. I really got it in for him. I know. I really got it in for him. I think it's him. I'll be very disappointed if it's not him. Right. Sorry. Side tangent. Daddy, Cece wants cola water. Denied. You've had too much today. What? Daddy, won't get Cece the cola water. Cece, don't cry. When we get to Grandpa's house, he'll make tea for you. Wow. I'm not doing little girl crying. I'm sorry. We're just going to skip that. As funny as it would be, we're just going to skip that because I can't do it justice. Cece doesn't want to drink tea, just wants the cola water. Are you going to give in? Long time no see, Joseph. Surprised? John, a foo. Please wait a moment, Cece. She's feeling a bit emotional. Cece, this is a kaleidoscope. I made it myself. Do you want to take a look? Wow, there are flowers dancing inside. It's amazing. If you like it, I'll give it to you. John, I heard that you went to Hunan. Why did you suddenly come to Shanghai? There have been some new discoveries in my brother's case. It's been over 3 years and you're still persisting. The clues we found this time are related to Stone Wu. I wanted to question him again. Stone Wu has recently caused a lot of trouble and the police have also been watching him. Mr. Lion, look! This is a gift from Mr. Scarecrow. Congratulations, you found a Scarecrow friend. And he said he'd go to the Marvelous Land of Oz with me. Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It's a weird place, the Land of Oz. Full of weird people. Much like real life. Oh. But all I have in my head is straw. It's okay. We can go to the Emerald City and ask the wizard to give you a brain. That's great. Then I can learn how to think. Mr. Lion, now we should head to Mr. Tin Woodman's place. Sure. Mr. Ginger is also waiting for you there. John, I need to take Cece to her grandfather's house first. We can talk about this later. No problem. We can talk about it another day. Now I'll go in here. Shen, it seems like Mr. Joseph has no way to deal with Cece at all. This is what they call each thing has its master. Right, so we're going left or we're going right? Okay, I guess we're still going right. Foreign goods store, that's got to be the one we're after. We're not going any further, okay. Let's hurry and go to the foreign goods store to find Stone Wu. Oh, so what are those? Those look interesting. Let's go in. Miss Lee, looking at your skin with a slight oily sheen, you must try the rose white powder water. Oil and grease vanish instantly, shining bright, skin hydrated, blossoming with delight. Do I look oily? No, not at all, but sun is the nemesis of non-oily skin. The sun in Shanghai is scorching. If you're not careful, you'll be tanned like charcoal. Why not try the tender essence, leaving your skin tender, fair as snow and radiant? Are you saying my skin is too dark? Fair, very fair. Miss Lee, your natural beauty, even the best products can only enhance it. Dude, stop digging. Mr. Wu, I heard you have a new recipe for rosewater. Can you show it to me? Unfortunately, the rosewater sold out, but I would try our jasmine powder. It's loved a lot. Okay, sure. We've arrived. Also, she's got a nice look to her. I like her style. Chung Ping? What a rare guest. Ting Shan, take care of Mr. Lee for me. Okay. Miss Lee, if you have any questions, just ask me. What brought you here, I wonder? It's still about my brother's case. There are some things I want to consult about. Your brother and I were close friends. If there's anything I can help with, just say it. Mr. Stone, do you still remember the east end of Shaobo Guanting Street? That's my family's old ancestral temple. How do you know about that? Ah, it must be Brian. That temple used to be quite magnificent, but now it's all abandoned. We finally found you, Sinosura. What was that? Oh, Sinosura was the author, wasn't he? The author of the book Death Under the Kaison. Sinosura, that's you, right? Ha, you must be kidding. I have no clue about writing a book. Are they pistolas? Namaste, Sergeant Singh. Your present brings radiance to my humble store. Police inspection. Get out of the way. Shh. Sergeant, this is a small business. Please don't disturb the guests. I've already prepared the items that you need. They're in the study. Then why are we still here? Chung Ping, I need to attend to Sergeant Singh first, so I will come back to visit tomorrow. So you are Shen Chung Ping? Yes, it's me. Do you know me? You did a good job on that case in Hanyang. The sergeant even knows about the case in Hanyang Ironworks. Are there still people in Shanghai who don't know the name Shen Chung Ping? That article in Shanghai News has become the talk of the city. Shen, you've become famous. Alright, let's go down to business. Sergeant Singh, please come this way. Shen, since we cannot visit Song Wu today, how about we go eat something? Actually, I could do with some food. I'm actually a little bit hungry. Yeah, I found out the scallion oil noodles at the hotel we're staying at are really good. Shen, my stomach is so full, I can't move. Guess who ate a whole 8-treasured duck after finishing the noodles? It's all because the duck at the neighbouring table smelled so good. I feel so sleepy after eating so much. Yeah, that would be a mini food coma. We all get them. When you stuff yourself so full, you get tired. Who is it? I'll go take a look. A note? Not slid under the door, though. Someone left a note. Now that's a serial killer letter if ever saw one. That serial letter. That's no. That's just weird. Unavailable this afternoon. Meet at 8 PM in the study at my store. Come alone. Is it Stone Wu inviting you? Why in this way? Get some sleep. I'll go check. Go early. Come back early. Yeah, this is a bad... You know, this is a bad plan. Going alone is not a good idea. We're literally just down the street. Are we going to check? We should check all of these while we're in here. We may as well. On the counter, there's copper human body models, presumably used to demonstrate human anatomy. Various items loved by the ladies are displayed on this cabinet. There are the popular Shuangmei brands, Snowflake Paste and Fragrant Floral Water, Rose Whitening Water, Beauty Liquid and Flower Water. There's no first cabinet on the right. Oh, there's the first. Okay, never mind. I'll go first, second, third. Sorry. I'll use my in-game hand, not my real hand. First, second, third. But apparently that's not the first. This is the first, that's the second, that must be the third. The cabinet contains various bottles, each filled with distilled water from different brands. Soda advertisement. That's an advertisement for Watson's Coda Water. Coda Water, strong flavour, as refreshing as nectar. It becomes a big problem in the long... Right, we're going into the study. Oh, we're ready for what we're about to find in here? Can imagine it's not good. Stone Wu, are you there? I believe he could be very much on the side. I'm Sheng Chung Ping, here for the appointment. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. I'll wait for him in the study. We'll find ourselves a body. Never mind. That picture's upside down. I don't know why that immediately jumped out at me. That picture's upside down. Let's have a bit of a look. Right, left file cabinet. The cabinet also contains some carefully preserved calligraphy and paintings, as well as a safe. Side cabinet. On the cabinet there is a hat and a stack of documents. Okay, so that one. That's the one. That's the side cabinet. That's the left file cabinet. Right file cabinet. Various documents and a few photographs are displayed on the cabinet. That photograph looks important as well. There was a photo of my brother in Stone Wu. Judging from my brother's attire, it must have been taken 7 or 8 years ago. We're going to have a closer look at it. We're not even going to mention the fact that that's upside down. A complete set of delicate tea utensils is placed on the desk. Next to the tea utensils, there is a key. On the right side of the desk, there is a stack of documents with a sticky note on top. Huh. What is this? This document is... We're in trouble now. The Shanghai Enigma, Chapter 6. Okay, so we're having a whole new case. Alright. Good morning. I get the feeling, I don't know, did we leave last night? Also, those doors weren't locked. Ah! Murder, it's murder! Fu, wake up. It's so noisy outside. What's happening? Wait, did Sheng not come back? Did Shen not come back? Wait, what? Shen hasn't returned all night. Should go out and take a look. I thought he'd left. Yeah, where is Shen? Who's the body though? Officer, what happened in this foreign goods store? It's none of your concern. Mind your own business. My friend had a meeting here last night with someone and he hasn't returned yet. I'm really worried about him. Can you let me go in and have a look? We are investigating a case. Go elsewhere to find your friend. Problem is, my friend's inside. My friend is inside there. Or he's been kidnapped. But we didn't find any evidence of that. Didn't see any evidence of that. Officer, my friend's name is Sheng Chung Ping. He's a detective featured in the newspaper. I'm his assistant. You can't come in, that's final. Even if your friend is the Emperor himself, he's still not allowed. Then, can you tell me what kind of case happened inside? Maybe Shen and I can provide some clues. It's a murder case. The victim is a man wearing glasses. Wearing glasses? What does the victim look like? Another annoying reporter. No, that's not true. I'm worried that the victim might be my friend. Don't think I can see through you. No interviews, get lost. But one more word and I'll detain you. Right. Well, we were here yesterday when we were talking to him. Can we talk to the officer? Officer, Shen wears glasses. I'm really worried that he might be the victim. Please let me go in and have a look, or at least tell me who the victim is. This is a crime scene. I'm a police officer, not your informant. Get it through your head and stay away from here. I can't leave. Shen's life is at stake. I must find out what happened to him. Are you deaf? Disappear immediately. Don't dig your own grave. I'm actually a little bit worried about Shen. Alright, so we can't think. Can we... I heard there was a murder. Really? That's so scary. Oh, hello. Mr. Watson. In fact, even if someone gets a formula, it wouldn't have a substantial impact on our business. Hey, Wen. I've heard Watson Group set up a large reward for clues about the Shanghai Phantom. Is this true? More precisely, it's the police that have issued the reward for collecting clues about the thief. The reward is actually provided by Watson Group. We believe that this will not only help maintain public safety, but also demonstrates Watson's Group's support and commitment to social order. So, how effective has the reward been? Unfortunately, we cannot disclose too much information at the moment. The police are fully dedicated to the investigation. I have faith in their professionalism. I mean, that shadow could have been him as well. Looking at the hairstyle, and the hairstyle and shadow, it looked like there was a bit of a ponytail at the back. Once there is substantial progress, they will announce it promptly. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to the next meeting. I'm looking forward to it as well. She is very cute. For a bunch of pixels, she's very cute. She's very well drawn. Watson Group offers a hefty reward for the arrogant Shanghai Phantom. How about this? Gwen, you alright? Of course in. Shen. Afu, calm down. Take your time. What happened to Mr. Shen? Shen may have been murdered. What? Mrs. Shen was murdered? Last night, when Shen went alone to Stone Foreign Goods store and he didn't come back all night. This morning I found the store was surrounded by the police. There was a murder case inside. The victim was a man wearing glasses. Don't worry, let's head to the scene to gather information. Well, the Bell Building, nice. It's nice that it's in English as well. Watson's Pharmacy. Everyone's gone. Hello. Why are you staying there? The police officer's still there at the door. He drove me away earlier. If I go now, he'll definitely recognise me. I got it. Wait here for me. Be careful, Koshin. He seems to dislike journalists a lot. Don't worry, there's nothing I can't find out. Maybe just doesn't like male journalists. Probably true. The on-duty officer is Officer Lee Ko from the Central Police Department. He gave me good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Huh?
Let's hear the bad news. Oh no, let's actually hear the good news first. The victim of the shooting case at the foreign goods store is not Mr. Shen. Thank goodness, thank goodness. That actually is really good to hear. And the bad news is? The victim is Stone Wu, owner of the store. Officer Lee has no idea where Mr. Shen is. It's him. Earlier you said Mr. Shen went to the store last night for an appointment to meet Stone Wu. Yes, Stone Wu is a crucial witness. Could it be that Shen went alone to catch the murderer? Does Mrs. Shen often leave without informing others to go after criminals alone? This is the first time something like this has happened since we've known each other. Officer Lee said the body was found by the assistant Ting Shan when she arrived at 7 AM today. The body was found in the study room of the foreign goods store. Study room? They were supposed to meet in the study room of the foreign goods store. What exactly happened last night? Afu, I have a bad feeling about this. What kind of feeling? In any case, we must find Mr. Shen as soon as possible. But Shanghai is so big, I don't even know where to begin with. Let's start by asking if anyone around here has seen him. Okay, let's quickly have a look at these things because we've picked up a couple of them. Where is Shen? Kushin, where should we go to inquire? In front of the street is a Bell Building and Lyceum Theatre. Let's go there first and ask about the situation. Shen disappeared after going to Stone's store for an appointment while Stonewu was killed. What exactly happened in the foreign goods store last night? Alright. Let's disappear. So we're going Bell Building. Oh wait, this is where the Wu lady from the previous case, not chapter 5, chapter 4. There was a lost cat notice posted on the wall. It's written in both Chinese and English, asking if you've seen this cat. That's a very nice drawing of a cat. I have now. If you have any information, please contact me through the address provided below. Oh wait, Cece, hello. If we still don't have any news about Shen, should I also consider posting a lost notice? Mr. Scarecrow, have you seen Mr. Ginger? Oh, it's Ginger the cat. Cece, hi. But I haven't seen Mr. Ginger. Not in control right now. Ooh, Mr. Scarecrow also hasn't seen Mr. Ginger. Cece will never see Mr. Ginger again. Cece, don't cry. I'm with the food to find Mr. Shen and I can help ask about Mr. Ginger's whereabouts for you. Thank you. When did Mr. Ginger go missing? It was last night. Last night again? Is this just a coincidence? I'm kind of hoping so, because I don't know whether this cat's gonna, be alright. Kind of hope the cat's alright. I don't mind cats. Cats really don't like me. However, I don't mind cats. There's very few cats. I don't think I've ever struck a cat without being attacked. But that's not in my memory. Anyway, can you describe Mr. Ginger's appearance? Mr. Ginger was wearing an orange shirt and had white gloves on. His eyes were big, his ears were pointed, and his tail was long. The cat. Mr. Ginger's I don't just realised that she was talking about a cat. Mr. Ginger's pointed ears and long tail. Cece, is it Mr. Ginger you mentioned the cat on the wall poster? Yes, Mr. Ginger's my favourite cat. I see. I will keep an eye out for him. Now I'm beginning to wonder, is Mr. Ginger a stuffed cat, like a stuffed toy cat, or it's an actual cat? Really? I'm going to tell Mr. Tin Woodman about this good news. Cece, it's time for breakfast. Coming. Let's go, Fu. Let's find the two misters. Alright, let's go. This theatre is hiring. I should give it a try. Wait. I remember her. She's the store assistant at the foreign goods store, and her name's Ting Shan. I mean, give her credit. Give this girl credit. She's just found a boss, like, murdered, and she has the fortitude on the very next day to go looking for a new job. Give her credit where credit's due. Well, let's just ask and see. Perhaps she knows some information. Miss Ting. Is it uncomfortable for everyone with me standing here? I'll leave right away. Relax. I'm Shanghai news journalist. We're investigating the incident this morning. Miss Ting, I wonder if you would be willing to help. Well, I may not be able to help anyone. She has bruises on her arms. Look at them. See the red marks? Is that from her? Like being nervous? About yourself. Ting, would you like to introduce yourself first? I'm not worth mentioning at all. I only bring misfortune to others. Also, I don't know what that means as well. My parents smoked opium. I saved money to buy a cessation drug, but after they took it, they all... 1 month ago, I was working at the Taiping Hotel. The customer was allergic to peanuts, and my boss heard that the customer was from the green gang. He packed up and ran away overnight. A week ago, I started working at a bakery run by the British. A car crashed into the wall. The collapsing wall hit him right in the back of his head. A few days ago, I finally got a job at the foreign goods store, but then the boss, I feel like I'm constantly surrounded by misfortune. These things are not your fault. Don't worry, we just want to ask for your help in answering some questions. Well, I may not be able to help anyone. Right, about Shen. Ting, do you happen to see the man who visited the foreign goods store with me last night? No, after you left, I didn't see him again. But Stone Wu arranged to meet him at 8 PM in the study room of the store. After Sergeant Singh came yesterday, my boss decided to close early, so I went home after work. As the boss spoke, he also glanced at me a little more. He must be disliking me. I shouldn't have walked away on my own earlier. So, you didn't see Mr. Shen? No, I didn't. Don't worry, we just want to ask her for your help in answering some questions. We know her as well. That's cool. About Sonmu. Were you the first to discover the body? Yes. Are you willing to talk about the process of discovering the body? My boss's glance haunted me endlessly. I decided to arrive early today and behave well. When I arrived, I found the front door unlocked, so I went in to see if we'd been robbed. Okay, so it wasn't meant to be unlocked. Alright. After entering, I felt something was wrong. The study door should have been closed. I went to check the study room, but I saw the boss lying in a pool of blood. There was a hole in his body. It was so terrifying. Is there any other information? Officer Lee said the boss might have provoked the Green Gang. I'm thinking, could it be those deceased bosses coming to claim my life? The Green Gang was actually looking for me. Miss Ting, don't think too much about it. That's all I wanted to ask. Thank you, Miss Ting. Did what I said really help you? It was helpful. Actually, this information is quite important. It seems I can't be of any help to anyone. Alright, are we going into the theatre? I'm thinking of going to the Lyceum Theatre to inquire. Yes, let's go. Let's go in. Theatre's empty. There's no one here. We know her. Magic Troop poster. The Yuki Magic Troop's Wonderful Hands series Magic is currently in hot performance. Show times from 7:30 to 8:45. Magician Julie is about to subvert your imagination. She was very cool. I did like her. She was a nice person. Shen mentioned 2 days ago about watching the magic together. A foo?
Huh?
Wait, how do you know my name? Julia, long time no see. How have you been? Gosh, Shane, it's been a long time since you came to watch the performance. I was on a business trip to Hanyang and just came back to follow the theft case. Once things settle down, I'll come find you for tea. Afu, don't you recognize the magician Julia? Are you... Yinchu? Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. 2 years have passed in the blink of an eye. Are you here because Mr. Shen... Oh wait, I completely forgot that that case on the boat was our first meeting, was Shen's first meeting with Afu, and it was like 2 years ago. Alright, I thought it was just like the other day. No, if it's been 2 years, no wonder he doesn't remember her. Or doesn't immediately recognize her. Are you here because of Mr. Shen? Have you seen Shen? You don't know? He was arrested here last night. Arrested? Arrested? During the intermission, the performance last night, around 8:30, I saw him in the lobby. Pistol in his hand, sidearm on his hip. There were many police officers in the lobby and a detective that surrounded Mr. Shen. Mr. Shen was holding a gun in his hand and the policeman dared not approach him. A gun? How could Shen have a gun? If even you didn't know, how could Julia know? Later, the Indian sergeant ordered Mr. Shen to put down his weapon. After Mr. Shen dropped his gun, the police tied him up and took him away. He didn't look tied up there, but we can just roll with it. Did Mr. Shen say anything at the time? Mr. Shen remained silent throughout and his face looked very pale. I tried to inquire about why Mr. Shen was arrested, but the police remained tight-lipped. It seems like we need to go to the police station to find out more about the situation. Let's have a look at the locker. It was in front of these lockers, wasn't it? Yinchu, was this warning line set up by the police? They said it's evidence and it must be preserved as it is. Okay, which locker was he in? That's my question. Also, why was he at the locker? Right, Julia, can we have a chat? Thank you, Yinchu. Oh. Okay, we don't have any questions for her. Okay. Take it off this. We may as well have a look at everything while we're here. It's still early in the morning. The ticket seller hasn't started working yet. And we can't go that way. So let's leave. Let's head to the good old police station. Picture. Toby Chang, why did you take our picture? Oh, isn't this reporter when? Sorry, I was so focused on taking pictures of the theatre gate that I didn't notice you coming out.
Huh?
Why are you taking pictures of the theatre gate? To supplement some image material for the big news last night. Yesterday's big news. Were you at the scene when Mrs. Shen was arrested? Yes, not only was I at the scene, but I also captured a very important moment. Do tell. Can I see that photo? Of course not. This is big news, and I'm planning to do follow-up reports. That won't disclose any details. Caution, I feel like I've seen Toby Cheng somewhere before. He's a senior reporter in our press. Always thinking I'm competing with him for headlines. Maybe you've read his articles before. It's possible. And I'm going to pause for a second. Right. So which way is the police station? We're going on the tram. Should we take the tram? Absolutely. I heard this is the first tram with tracks in Jingyan. I also butchered that. We're just going to gloss over the fact that I butchered that. I try to read it fast, and I completely butchered it. You can also join the scenery of the Huangpu River along the way. But taking the tram is faster than walking. It can save us some time. Want to try my treat? Yeah, let's go. Great. Thank you, Cushion. Fast travel system around the city. Mixed court. Alright, police station. So I'm guessing we're going right. Yeah, I guess we're not going right. We couldn't go any further. Central station stop. Should we take the tram? Forget it. We're not going to the hotel. We do have a fast travel system. Mixed court. This building looks grand. What's it used for? This is the mixed court, mainly handling cases involving different nationalities. It includes cases involving sailors, business disputes, and vessel detentions and more. This is specifically established for foreigners. The mixed court can provide judgments for people of different nationalities. It's also an important place for me to gather news. Newspaper guy. Detective Shen was caught late last night. Hey there, buddy. Just take a look at the newspaper just arrived. What news? Watson Cold Water formerly stolen. International Opium Commission date confirmed. And more. Arrested Detective Shen Chungping's true identity exposed. He was actually... Actually what? The boogeyman? Actually what? Curious? Buy a newspaper and find out. I'll take one. News of Shen's arrest. It's an article written by Toby Cheng about Shen's arrest. The content is total nonsense. This incident was reported so quickly. This article states that Shen was arrested because he was an accomplice to a thief. It also claims that he was involved in the theft of the 4 major families' vaults a week ago. Full of lies. Shen and I just arrived in Shanghai yesterday. This doesn't concern me. I'm just selling newspapers. If you think they got it wrong, go find them. Very valid. You don't shoot the messenger. He's literally just selling newspapers. That's his entire job. Deliberately stirring up a controversy and exaggerating things to grab attention. As I expected, the article is written by Toby Cheng. Right. Police station. I guess we're not going this way. It's going to stop us. How far can we go? Do we really take it? Do we really take a tram one stop? I was expecting it to be like a little locked area. All right. Let's go to the police station. I'm a little bit embarrassed about that. If I knew it was that close, I would have walked. Is it done? Let me speak. Bag full of letters. There are 2 stacks in the corner of the police station filled with discarded tip-off letters. Huh. What these 2 letters mentioned last night? I dreamt the Shanghai Phantom would steal from the Jiangxi antique store on the evening of September 14th. I overheard whispers there'd be a theft by the Shanghai Phantom at 8 PM September 14th at Yew Garden. Okay, why are these 2 important though? I'm not sure if it's related to Shen, but let's take note of it for now. Letters on the table. We may as well have a look. We're going to obviously go talk to that person. I'm assuming female. Has it feminine features, but we don't judge here. The box full of letters on the table. It's also surrounded by various reports and letters. Hello. Officer, may I ask if Mr. Shen Chongping was arrested last night? What is your relationship with him? Mr. Shen's a detective and I'm his assistant. Currently, Mr. Shen's being investigated at the police station. Is he okay? I want to see him. I know how you feel, but he is involved in a major case and can't be visited. Please go back. Officer Wu, is Aunt Lee doing well recently? Miss Wen, long time no see. Thanks to those medical journals you brought, my mom's condition's improved a lot. It's just a small favour. Are you here for Mr. Shen's case as well? Well, Mr. Shen suddenly went missing and we're all very worried about him. What happened really? We just had a briefing... We just had a briefing meeting. The chief requested strict confidentiality of this case. I understand. I just want to know some basic information. Alright, what do you want to know? What's his current situation? Officer Wu, how is Shen doing now? He is physically fine, but his mood is a bit low. Ah, did he say anything? He hasn't said anything. That's also the biggest issue at the moment. When we asked him about the crime, he simply said he doesn't remember anything. Sergeant Singh believes he is intentionally not cooperating. Fortunately, Mr. Joseph intervened. Could there be any hidden circumstances in this? We've gathered sufficient evidence, so there's probably no hidden circumstances. Alright, what do you want to know? About the briefing meeting. What we had told. Since strict confidentiality was emphasized, it means that Mr. Shen has done is very serious. Am I right? The content of the briefing... oh, excuse me. We're going to try that one again. The content of the briefing meeting is absolutely confidential. All I can say is it's unfavourable for Mr. Shen. Many pieces of evidence point towards him. Alright, what do you want to know? What are the charges? What's the reason for Mr. Shen's arrest? The initial charge was illegal possession of weapons upon entering the international settlement. So were the new charges later? It seems that the subsequent crimes involved are more serious than illegal possession of weapons. Miss Wen, you guessed it right. We did discover during the investigation that Mr. Shen is involved in other major cases. What exactly are these major cases? The recent major case in the international settlement could be... International settlement murder case? Is it related to the murder case at Stone Foreign Goods Store. Mr. Shen met with Stone Wu at Stone's store last night, and Stone was found dead this morning. Stone Wu was shot to death, and Mr. Shen was initially charged with illegal possession of a gun. Are you suspecting Mr. Shen as the murderer of Stone Wu? The murderer? Impossible! I'm sorry, I cannot disclose any information about the murder case. The recent major cases in the international settlement. Could it be... Oh, I guess I was wrong. Shanghai Phantom has caused panic lately. He, she, maybe have stolen the formula of what's in Coda Water. The police even issued a reward notice for this. Is Mr. Shen involved in this? After the reward was issued, we received various kinds of tip-off letters. But most of them were hearsay and rumours, complicating the investigation instead. Officer Wu, is Shen... I cannot comment on whether Mr. Shen is related to the theft case. Judging from your reaction, you don't really think both cases are related to Mr. Shen, do you? How can you make such a random speculations, Miss Wen? So, it's actually true? Alright, what do you want to know? I want more information about the investigation. Since the briefing meeting was held, it seems that the police have obtained some evidence. You guessed it. You guessed it again. Mr. Shen's the sole suspect in the shooting at the foreign goods store with solid evidence. How could this happen? Miss Wen, I really can't say anymore. Please make sure to keep the information we just discussed strictly confidential. You can trust us, keep our lips sealed. Officer Wu, Shen couldn't have committed murder. Can you find a way for me to meet him? I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of authority. Hey you, who's making fuss in the police station? Sergeant Singh! Officer Wu, what's going on here? He is Shen Chung Ping's assistant and wants to visit. Hey you, what are you thinking? So any assistants can visit like that? Shen Chung Ping is a notorious murderer. Will you plan to let him collude with this guy? I'm sorry. A little bit harsh, you know. Sergeant Singh, if I have it right, the suspect has the right to be visited during detention. Mr. Joseph. Besides, he hasn't said a word since his arrest, which is not conducive to the investigation. Allowing him to meet with a friend, perhaps it's good for cooperation. Hey you. You do make some sense. Officer Wu, bring Shen Chung Ping out. Or we're just going to do it right here. Also, I like your outfit. Remove the jacket. Stylish. Shen, are you alright? You know what? He's not bad. He's from the school of shut the F up when you're talking to police. I know you couldn't have done it. What really happened? I don't think he's going to say anything in front of the police at all. Shen, if there's anything I can do, let me know. Shen, please talk to me. You shouldn't have come. My case has nothing to do with you. Mr. Shen, is it true that you killed Stone Wu? I don't know. Go, don't waste any more time on me. Shen, why would you say something like that? Go, stop meddling in this matter. Hey you. It's about time to take the suspect back. Since Mr. Shen can speak now, he should be able to cooperate with my interrogation later, right? Afu, let's go. Shen. How could it turn out like this? Shen refuses to tell us what happened and doesn't let us help. Well, I get the feeling we're going to have to help him on our own accord. Who is he to say we can't interfere? It's understandable that we worry about dragging you into it, but he underestimates me. I have an idea. We can serve as defense counsels. Can we? Is that a thing we can do? Defense counsels? It means defending the suspect in a criminal court and helping him protect his rights. Great idea. But we don't have a lawyer's license. We need a letter of authorization from Mr. Shen first. We can also defend him as friends or relatives. That won't work. Shen will definitely not give us a letter of authorization. There's another way, but it requires waiting for a few days. What is it? Well, I interviewed Sergeant Singh before and noticed a habit of his. After I finished questioning, he'd asked the suspect to leave extra fingerprints on blank paper. Mr. Shen must be no exception. As long as we obtain a paper with Mr. Shen's fingerprints, we can make the letter on our own. It seems like this is the only way. But why do we have to wait for a few days? I have to send a letter to the police station first, and after receiving the approval, only then can I enter Sergeant Singh's office in the name of an interview. Okay, that works. I have a solution. Tell me about it. It's still early. Let's go around the crime scene first and see if we can find more clues. Come back here at 8 PM tonight. Alright, so we're not going to take the train. We're not going to take the tram for one stop. Also, is that guy having a haircut in the middle of the street? I never even dreamed that I would see someone having a haircut in the middle of the street. It probably happens way more than I think it does. No, we're not going to the theatre. We're going to the crime scene, aren't we? Hello. You again. Get out of here. Corson, could you ask him? Officer Lee, can you let us go in and take a look? Miss Wend, our sergeant said the scene must be kept confidential, especially from reporters. Since you know this reporter, I'm sorry I cannot let you enter the house.
What?
I'm not a reporter. Wait, so what we're doing? Please don't put me in a difficult position. Can we sneak in across the rooftop or something? Oh no, wait. Forget it. Perhaps Shen has left you some instructions in the room. Should we go back and take a look? I mean, yeah, because I don't know what else to do. Newspaper. Mysterious case in Hanyang Ironworks unveiled travel detectives' clever strategy revealed. Isn't it the article I wrote? This newspaper was being sold everywhere as we got to Shanghai, so I bought one as a souvenir. Readers are eagerly looking forward to seeing the two detectives solve a new case again. I mean, we could use that maybe to identify me as a detective and not as a reporter. Briefcase. This is Shen's briefcase. See the face looking out. It contains documents of Shen's brother's case and he often takes it out to review. What's this machine? This is my new invention, the phonograph broadcasting machine. My suitcase was full, so I stuffed it into Shen's. What's a phonograph broadcasting machine? Well, it consists of two machines, a broadcasting machine and a phonograph. The sound received, even from far away, can be recorded and broadcast through a phonograph. Like a figure with super hearing in mythology? Exactly. If I further improve it, we can do long-distance sound transmission. That sounds great, but there's one drawback. Long-distance sound transmission only allows for one to speak or listen. Two-way would be ideal. That's easy. By using two of the machines simultaneously, we can both listen and speak. Two machines, it's not convenient to carry. I haven't figured out how to make it portable yet. We're talking early walkie-talkies here, aren't we? Try adding a button first. When we hear a sound, we press it and the other person will know. Books. This is a book that Shen reads every day. The English Law Review, The Great King Code, Handbook for Judicial Examiners. They are all books related to law fitting for Mr. Shen. A fooling. Okay, so we didn't find anything else. Afu, why don't we bring your invention here? You'll find out soon enough. You're not planning on breaking into the police station at night, are you? That's exactly what I have in mind. Okay, so we're doing a break-in. This is a common padlock, quite easy to open. I don't know why I got Skyrim flashbacks there. Of that bare key. Or keyhole. But Cushion, can you tell me how to get Sergeant Singh's office? Once I'm inside, I'll need to keep watch outside. This is too risky. Can't you even wait for a day? I'm afraid of the problems that may be incurred by a delay. Alright. Okay, so... Okay, so it is... Can we snap this thing? Oh, that's what I'm wondering. Oh, wait. I thought we were going... Never mind. I thought we were going right. That's why I'm trying to... There we go. Lock's open. It's been mirrored. I was expected to turn it to the left. I don't know why. Well, I suppose it depends on what side of the door it's on. If it's on the right-hand side of the door, then you would turn it the opposite direction. Alright, Cushion. Then I'll go now. Hurry in and come back quickly. Once you're in the Sergeant's office, focus on the files related to the shooting case. Understood. Afu, Afu, can you hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she's talking to me through the headphones, and I'm pushing a button to let her know that I've heard it. We can't respond, which is a good thing because we're trying to sneak. The Sergeant's office is at the end of the corridor. Be careful. Yeah, we're not getting past them. Did you not sleep well last night? Well, they're not sleeping well. I didn't sleep at all. It's because of the shooting case. Sergeant Singh personally led the team arresting people and interrogate. No one was allowed to leave the police station. Take a nap then. I'll go patrol. Is he actually... Oh, you're actually going to sleep. Policeman's asleep. I need to be quiet so as not to wake him. We need to go slowly to pass by safely. Press and hold shift to walk. This It's the first time I've heard of this. Hide. What to do next? We need to wait for him to... Can we wait? Are we waiting for him to come back? He's not going to see me here, is he? And he'll remember hold shift. I really hope there's a hiding spot. No, we're alright, hide. Leave and hide. Second floor. I don't know which way it's supposed to be going. Get water. We're a kleptomaniac. We're going to steal whatever we can find. Whatever ain't nailed down, we're taking. Right, so we can't go upstairs again. We have to be going along here. Hide. Hide. Oh, there's still water in the cup. I thought I'd finished drinking it. Where are you going? Are you going to the toilet? Oh. Aye. We failed. That was a short fail. Alright, I think we're probably going back down to the first floor. Yeah, finally here. Next we need to find the pit with Shen's fingerprints. What happened there? Excuse me? I mean, I'll accept it. I did click on... Well, I didn't click load. I did click on continue there, didn't I? What did I? I can't remember what button I pressed. I pushed the left button. Alright. We're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with it. Next, we need to find the paper with Shen's fingerprints. Dagger. You have dagger with an exotic design. Its handle looks like it's made of ivory. The handle's carved with patterns and writings that I can't understand. It's from his hometown, I think. Elephant sculpture. Oh, sorry, from his home country. There's a sculpture of an elephant on the table looking silly. A little bit rude. File cabinet. Some blank notebooks. Let me flip through and see if there's Shen's signature. None. Evidence box on the desk. Evidence box. Inside are Shen's hat, coat and some personal belongings. There's also a photo frame. It's a group photo of Brian and Stone Boo. Why has Shen got that? Because it was on the... That was on the cabinet, wasn't it? That's strange. Didn't know Shen had this photo. Guess it must have been given to him by Stone Boo. There's another piece of paper tucked inside the photo frame. Some chemicals. Is that the formula? Is that the formula for... That's a formula for the quarter water. Looks like some kind of formula. One for the note found Sergeant Singh's office contains some chemical formulas and ingredient ratios. See... Afu, have you reached the Sergeant's office? Please respond if received. Please respond if received. What about the paper with the fingerprints? Have you found it? Beep, beep. Beep, beep, no. I need to go find the things Caution mentioned. I'll record the contents of this paper for now and study it later. Case files on the desk. There's a file on the desk. Is your autopsy report a stone woo? Based on the body, the time of death could be between 8 PM and 10 PM. Victim had a 2.5 centimeter diameter puncture wound on the left chest. A bullet passed through the victim's body and causing multiple organ injuries and severe bleeding. This is also the cause of death. The clothing near the victim's chest wound had scorch marks and the skin was partially burned. It's highly likely that the shooting was done at close range. Powder burns on the thingy there. The victim also had a head injury, indicating that he suffered a blow from a blunt object. Additionally, there are marks of being bound with ropes on the victim's wrists and ankles. That's quite the thingy, tapestry. May as well look at everything while we're in here. Tapestry full of exoticism with vibrant colours. This filing cabinet. The filing cabinet is labelled seized evidence. Let me see what's inside. Lyceum Theatre 212. Exploring methods for the extracting brucine from Nux vomica. I have no idea what that is. This is an English paper written by Stone Woo. New drug called brucine can be extracted from Nux vomica and its therapeutic effect is similar. This note is next to it. It's very similar to the one that we got. Lyceum Theatre 212. What does 212 represent? Time, maybe? 12 past 2? Or 21? It could be 212 or it could be 21-2. You can read that two ways. The note with the sentence made by pasting cut out words from a newspaper forming the phrase Lyceum Theatre 212. 212. We'll go 212. We won't judge. Afu, did you find the paper with the fingerprints? No, I haven't yet. Forget it. Leave right now. Sergeant Singh's returned. Emergency, emergency. Are we going out the window? Oh, we're going out the door. We're going out the door. Hide. Does he think that by solving a few cases he can look down upon us? We need to do something to make him cooperate. Make him understand that this police station, who's the boss? Evidences are quite comprehensive. The significance of a confession is limited. Let's leave it to the court. I'm asking, are you protecting him? I never show mercy to criminals. Afu, can you hear me? Sergeant Singh's returned to the police station. Leave. Who is it? Run. Baby, run. Oh, never mind. We're arrested. Question, why do you have to speak at that moment? It's my fault for not improving the phonograph broadcasting machine. Now, without fingerprints, I won't be able to help. Shen. Fu, is that you? This voice, am I hallucinating? I thought I was hallucinating. Shen, what are you doing here? The one who should be asking that question is me. Fu explained his own experiences to Shen Chungping. And then he caught me and confiscated my phonograph broadcasting machine. You're really reckless, even daring to sneak into the police station. I didn't want you to get involved in this, as I didn't want you to take any risks. But it seems like it backfired. Can't just stand idly by and watch you being framed. This case is complicated and dangerous, and I may not come out unscathed. You need help. I have to do all I can. You're trapped in the prison and you cannot even do any investigation. I mean, now we can't either. Aren't you also trapped in a prison cell? Well, yes. skip that for some reason. Since we can't leave anyway, why don't you tell me about that evening? Didn't Stormwoo arrange to meet you at his store? Why did he go at the theatre? You don't have to fish for answers from me. I think I might have an answer to this question. That one. Locker number 212. You went to the theatre because someone left a note for you, right? It seems like I was right. Shen, the person who led you to the store and the theatre was clearly setting you up. But we don't even know who the opponent is. They seem to know our every move. I'm well aware of what evidence the police possesses. If I were the prosecutor in this case, I would inevitably suspect myself as the culprit. Shen, guess who I encountered at the Lyceum Theatre today? Who? It's Yin Chu. She's become a well-known magician. And then I remembered our first meeting on the ship. I was standing at the crime scene with blood on my hands, unable to utter a word of defence. At first, everyone believed that I was the murderer, and later, suspicions turned to Yin Chu. But you, through meticulous reasoning and reconstructed the truth, clearing us of suspicion. If it weren't for your persistence, both Yin Chu and I would not have the lives we have now. This time, with you being wrongly accused, I cannot simply stand by and do nothing. That's a true friend right there. Shen, let me be your defense counsel. Alright, Afu. I agree to let you be my defense counsel. That's great. You agreed. Can I ask you some questions? Sure, but I'm not sure if I can provide the answers. Alright, tell me about the events in the study. We're going to try and finish this conversation, and we're going to have to leave that here because we have, as per usual, overrun. Did you encounter Stormwoo in the study of the Bar and the Goods store? I didn't see anyone, to be honest. I was waiting for Stormwoo in the study, but he never showed up. By chance, I found a document on the desk. The document had the same note you mentioned attached to it. So, you went to the theatre? Yes, I think so. I heard a noise that sounded like a bell, and then I went straight to the theatre. Can I ask you some questions? Okay, what happened in the theatre? You heard the bell. We were talking hypnosis. That would be really bizarre. Shen, what happened at the theatre? At that time, I was thinking about my brother's case. I don't remember the details. Or maybe his other half, the sinister-looking one inside his head that we've seen before and talked to. Maybe he took over. Shen looks burdened with something. It seems he found something else at the foreign goods store. Can't tell me for now. Should I ask him? Shen, how about I share the results of my investigation with you? Okay. Wait, am I sprung? Caution. You were also caught? What are you thinking? I came to get you out. Afu, you've been released on bail. Thank you. Thank you, Officer Wu. Thank you, Koshin. I think we owe her some money. I think that was we definitely owe her some money. Afu, please don't thank me. I didn't do anything. Mr. Shen. About the defense, what do you think? I have written a letter of authorization and handed it to the jailer. This case is full of difficulties. Shen, Please rest assured, no matter what difficulties we face, we can overcome them. Indeed, having such a determination is crucial, especially when the adversary in court is Joseph.
Huh?
Joseph? You mean we have to argue against Mr. Joseph? Yes. Don't worry, Afu. It's Mr. Joseph who helped us a lot in getting you released on bail this time. Moreover, I heard that he's Mr. Shen's mentor. He should show some mercy during the trial, right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You haven't seen Joseph in the courtroom. He will never show any mercy. That doesn't matter. After all, the truth's on our side. As long as we're well prepared, I don't believe we'll lose. We don't have much time left for preparation. The first trial will take place tomorrow. Tomorrow? Based on the mixed court rules, the trial begins once the prosecutor deems the evidence conclusive. The mixed court follows the one trial only system, which means you only have one chance. But we don't have any evidence. Afu, let's hurry and prepare. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that, Shen. I have not told you about the biggest challenge yet. Second day. Shanghai's court, mixed thingy court. Hello. Are you going to make him stand the entire time? Cushion. Everyone's here. Why hasn't the presiding judge announced the start of the trial? Could he be asleep? He's waiting for the observer to arrive.
Huh?
The observer? The judges at mixed court cannot try cases alone. There must be an observer present. The observer for this case is named Herman, whose Jardine family is one of the 4 in the Far East. Gusson seems to have completely entered the state. Gusson, you're so impressed. Don't talk. I'm nervous.
Huh?
Silence. To uphold justice before the throne of the king, this mixed court hereby enjoys the authority to hear, judge, and detain. All relevant parties please appear in court. He's looking mighty official. The court begins the trial of Shen Chongping, accused of shooting and murdering Stone Wu. The presiding judge in this case will be Quan Cheung, governor of Shanghai. I, Herman Jardine, the Deputy Consul General of the British Consulate, will be the trial observer. Now let's confirm the identities of the prosecution and defence. I don't know when we need to stop this, and I don't know when to stop it. Is the prosecutor Joseph Bell, Chief Prosecutor of Shanghai International Settlement, present? The prosecution is present in the court. Mr. Joseph dressed very formally. Is the defendant Shen Chongping and his defence counsel present in the court? The defendant is present in the court. Shen doesn't look well. Could it be that he still hasn't eaten anything? Defence counsel. The atmosphere in the courtroom is so suffocating, like it's frozen. Has the defendant appointed a defence counsel? That's strange. Why isn't the defence counsel speaking? We are the defence counsel, Afu. Defence counsel Xu Fuxing and Wen Kuoxian are present in the court. Oh wait, we are. Thank you for that. I almost forgot that I am the defence counsel myself. Afu, focus. The formal trial is about to begin. Afu, don't be nervous. The trial will be over soon. But thank you, Mr. Joseph. I don't think that's a comfort. But is it good to comfort me at a time like this? This is not comforting at all. It's a threat. This case occurred in an international settlement, but both the victim and the suspect are Chinese. According to the regulations on the mixed court, it should be handled by Shanghai officials. Not at all. Judge Herman, with you taking charge, I'm here mainly as a formality. Judge Kwan, the British Empire emphasizes procedural justice. We hope king officials can do so. Then let's proceed to the trial. First, we need to conduct the court investigation. Judge Herman, if I'm not mistaken, have I followed the correct procedure? Shen Chungpei, you are accused of murdering Stone Wu on the evening of September 14th at Stone's store. What do you have to say in response? Do you plead guilty? I didn't kill anyone. I plead not guilty. Not guilty, huh? What's next then? Fu, it seems that Judge Kwan is just as confused as you are.
Huh?
Since the defendant claims innocence regarding the charges, Mr. Joseph will now make the prosecution's statement. Judge Kwan, please judge after hearing the statement and determine whether he is guilty or not. Of course. Your Honours, the details of this case are very clear. This case occurred 3 days ago in the evening. The victim is Stone Wu, the owner of Stone Foreign Goods Store. According to the investigation, the defendant entered the victim's store at 7:50 that evening. Inside the study of the store, he first struck the victim's head with a blunt object. After the victim fell to the ground, he shot and killed the victim with a pistol. The above statements are supported by evidence and witnesses. So, Mr. Joseph, please present the evidence. This is the autopsy report issued by the police coroner. It is evident that the victim died due to a bullet penetrating the left chest. This is the pistol seized during the arrest of the defendant. A Colt automatic. Not bad. Sorry, it has to be semi-automatic, because I don't know of any automatic Colt pistols. The pistol has only the fingerprints of the defendant. And so that's our murder weapon. Turns out the murder weapon is the famous 2 horses. This is the bullet found at the crime scene. The wounds on the victim's body were indeed caused by a bullet of the same caliber. How can we be sure that this bullet was fired from the seized pistol? Good question. The rifling marks on the bullet match those in the barrel of this pistol. Rifling marks? I heard this is the latest investigative technique. Didn't expect Mr. Joseph to be using it. Afu, why don't you introduce it to everyone? The rifling marks on the gun are like fingerprints. Each gun is unique. Similarly, the markings left by a bullet passing through the barrel will also have differences. These differences may not be visible to the naked eye, but are very evident under a microscope. In a word, rifling marks can determine the correspondence between a bullet and a firearm. Right. We know that already, but it's kind of cool and it's interesting. Your Honours, the defence counsel's explanation was very comprehensive. And the result of the rifling marks comparison is definite. The gun was fired by the defendant. Push in. Maybe I shouldn't have explained. It's alright. If you didn't say it, he would have said it himself. But now, we're in a defensive position. We need to refute something. Refute what? Anything will do. Otherwise, that confused judge will issue a verdict directly. Let me think. Okay. Right. Okay. Can I save it here? Well, I think we're going to save it here. Right. I have saved the game. We're going to leave that here for this week, because if I continue, we're going to get dragged into this whole trial, and we're going to be locked in, knee deep in the weeds and everything like that. And I'm already running over time at the best of it. I have no idea how we're going to cut some of this out. We're going to find a way though. I'm going to try and find as much as we can. So, like I said, I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to go big me real quick. What a turn up for the Bucks. We're suddenly in court. This actually feels a lot more like Phoenix Wright doing the backwards and I'm assuming we're going to be doing backwards and forwards with the evidence and stuff, and I enjoyed that in the Phoenix Wright games, so I'm no doubt going to enjoy it here. I have no idea how we're going to process this, because we have little to no evidence, and we're suddenly defending Shen from murder charge, which is a bit of a turn up. I didn't expect that to happen. However, we're going to continue this next time, hopefully exactly where we left off, exactly at this point. I'm hoping anyway. Thankfully we're not on a time limit. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we have going on. Would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. If you want to go on above and beyond on the sport, you can do so by opting into the membership kind of stuff. If you want to grab a tier 1, you can get your name up on the wall, and obviously a mention every now and again. You will get a mention. I think that's one of the things. If you grab a tier 2 though, you can get your name up on the wall and you get early access to the videos roughly a week in advance. So if that's interests you at all, by all means sign up. If it doesn't interest you at all, don't worry about it. As I always say, memberships are always appreciated but never mandatory. You can opt in and out whenever you like. It doesn't really bother me that much. Nice to have, but not essential, as per usual. Also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone. You never know when a single word, act, or just in general doing a nice task for someone, just doing something unexpected, can change someone's day, life, or outlook on life for the better, or in ways that you may never understand or never even know about. If in doubt, be nice. Doesn't really hurt. And it gets easier the more you do it. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, I shall see you on the flip side. Bye bye.